Let us recall a visit to a beach. If you have not really visited it, you must have seen it in the movies as well. But most of us would like to recall that when we actually walk on the beach and those waves touch us, it's a pleasant experience, out of the world experience, right? Now, you must have also noticed that people would tell you, or you'll find a board around which says that on high tides, that is during no moon day or no moon night, you have to be away from the beaches because you experience high tides, which means that the waves that seem to be normal today will be going to very high heights, running into meters, 2 meters, even 3 meters also, which means that it is very dangerous. So what is happening here is, we understand that, say for example, on a normal day or night, maybe the waves are going up to a level of say 1 feet or maybe 2 feet, that's it. But during the high tides, it can go up to a level of say 10 feet or even 12 feet, which means, ideally speaking, or speaking using metrics, I would say that the tides may increase by say around 5 times, maybe 6 times, or in percentage terms, if the rise can be 500% or 600%. Fine? But what do I understand from this? That I need to just stay away because it is very high? No. Probably if you walk on the beach and you feel the water, you will find that it tries to pull you inside. Which means as the tides go up, that pull also increases and you're likely to be taken back into the waters and you may drown. So now what we are saying is, it is not just the height that matters as far as the waves is concerned, it is the pull that it creates or the undercurrents within it which are very important. And that is something we need to be more fearful about. It is not just about the heights. So here we understand two things. One, we have certain ratio here. The ratio says that on high tides, day or night, the waves might increase by say 6 times. But there are a lot of undercurrents inside it, and we need to understand why those undercurrents are there, what is the cause of it, and what is the likely harm that it can inflict on you. So in HR parlance now, when we talk about these ratios, we say it is HR metrics. But when we try to understand the root cause, the possible events after this, how do I protect myself or take advantage of it, I am talking about HR analytics. Let us consider a data regarding the attendance of an employee. So a lot of data is actually punched in. You actually enter the organization, they'll punch your attendance, the time that you entered. Then again when you leave, they will again put a record on it. So there are certain possibilities. Either you are in the office, that is you're punching it, or you are not. If you are not, in that case probably you are on duty. You are either on leave or it's a holiday. So what is happening all in all around here is that let us start observing the timings at which the employees leave the organization. So usually you'll find that if the time is 6 p.m. up to 6 p.m. you are supposed to work in the organization, people, or maybe I observe an employee that leaves usually at around 6:30 p.m. And then recently I noticed that this person is actually punching exactly at 6 p.m. or maybe is leaving a little early, maybe 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes early. Though it is not a very big deviation if you look from the whole day's work, but it gives a little sense over here that why this is happening. A small deviation, if it is significant enough, I need to take cognizance of that. Is it so that that particular employee is having some issues at home? Or is that employee is not really interested in the work any longer? Is just completing the time that is required. Maybe the interest has gone down. Maybe the employee is less engaged. I try to find out the reasons behind it. And that is where my analytics comes in. We can use HR metrics in all the areas of HR, be it training, be it recruitment selection. Maybe it is talking about performance appraisals, maybe about compensation. You can have it anywhere. But the point is, if I try to explore the reasons behind it, if I try to explore what next and how I can use it for my advantage, it becomes analytics. Say for example, I need to understand that a lot of people are leaving my organization every year. I might call it just an attrition ratio. right? Attrition rate, that is a HR metrics. But if I try to understand why this is happening and can I actually reduce that rate or can I use this for my advantage, I'm saying I'm trying to use HR analytics now. So probably we'll understand more about it in the coming times. Happy learning.